Hello and welcome to the BGBI podcast. This is episode 2. We'll be doing the same as before, but if you haven't been here before, this is a bit of like a story time discussion kind of podcast, along with a bit of a beer review at the end, but we'll come to that at the end if you want to watch that. If you don't, feel free to skip at that point. Choice is yours. I'm joined here by Oscar. And I'm Luke, and we make up the Beers, Gears, Bad Ideas podcast. This goes in line with the kind of content we make, all about motoring, all about about beer and motoring. It's really
love a bit of beer, love a bit of motoring.
Yeah, we do indeed. So
two best worlds,
yeah.
Mancore.
So what's been going on then?
Well, I know you have some discussion points on what you want to bring up this week, and I think we're both pretty aligned with the discussion point because it's quite a big one, I think, in the world. So if you want to introduce this, I don't want to butcher the name, so I'll let you go.
Well, I don't know. Big in the automotive industry, Ferrari, the Luce. I mean, it's Italian, so the Luce.
Loosey goosey. Yeah.
Whatever it is. New car that they brought out. I mean, first impressions. I mean, you've seen what it looks like.
I am personally not a fan, and I feel like quite a lot of people have that same opinion about it. I mean, it's just not. It's not a big hit for me. I think where they're going wrong. People now are trying to make things look futuristic, even though what is futuristic, 20 years ago isn't the same as necessarily as what should be futuristic now. I mean, look at all the other cars on the road. You've got your electric EVs, you've got Teslas, etc. That I'd say that's what modern contemporary cars should follow down. They're trying to fit in with contemporary needs. You're not trying to create something that's super futuristic. That's like 400 grand as well, isn't it, for the car?
I imagine so. It's Ferrari at the end of the day. They'll just build whatever they want for whatever it is. I mean, I feel like a lot of companies nowadays, you see all the EV cars that look pretty much identical. Don't matter what brand or what car it is, they all look the same. Well, yeah. And it's like, no matter what it is, they're all following the same thing. It's almost like they're trying to come to the same conclusion, but in that they've created the same car, and it's a bit boring for everyone. So I feel like they're just subscribing to the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like electric SUVs that look like tablets sell, so let's make another one.
But I think on that point as well is something that was interesting. I read this, and this could be absolute bollocks because it was read online, but I think someone said something about the Apple, the person who was supposedly designing the top secret, in quotation marks, top secret Apple car for Apple, obviously the big phone manufacturer, device manufacturer, was the designer on this project as well for the Ferrari. So maybe we're getting a glimpse into what the Apple car could have looked like if it was made into production, sort of thing.
Which, I mean, not a good glimpse.
No, I mean, it works for Apple, but does it work for Ferrari? You're talking about a brand with a lot of prestige. You're talking about something that's, all about power, performance. F1 team, they've got everything going for them, and they sort of build out this, I don't know, what you would have made on Blender in 5 minutes.
Well, like I said, it just looks exactly like every other car. And I mean, if you look at the design of all the other Ferraris, you've got the LaFerrari, beautiful car. SF90, beautiful car. I mean, some people think differently about that, but nice car. You've got, if you go back a bit, you've got the 458 Speciale or whatever it was. That was a beautiful car, still is to this day. And a company like that just
billing out,
changing things and going down that kind of path. It's a bit strange.
It's like if you prompted an AI to say, make me a futuristic car, you just took the first thing.
The rest that are already out there.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I haven't heard many opinions of people liking it. They're not really a big fan. No. And it's like, go back to, because just happened semi-recently, actually, over the weekend, at the Monaco Grand Prix, the race that just happened in Monaco. They had a showing of the new Audi, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was called, but concept Audi, and it looks as shocking as the Ferrari.
Maybe. Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think I saw that picture. I think that was an interesting car. Really interesting car.
Well, interesting.
I
Yeah.
thought it looked quite cool. It kind of looked like a blockier Bugatti,
Right.
like
Yeah.
the original Veyron.
Yeah. Mm,
Moving the newer models, it kind of looked like a blocky version of one of those. If you
yeah.
catch
Yeah.
my drift.
Yeah. I get what you mean. But it's that for me. It's the whole thing of that is nowhere near the kind of spectacle that we had. Like if you remember the Holy Trinity, you've got the Porsche, Ferrari, and McLaren.
Mm,
Those were like untoppable, and I mean, again, still are to this day.
I agree. Yeah,
They're seen as some of the best cars ever, and then we're not really getting to that level again.
I think on top of the winning game and someone who just stays current is Porsche. They're just always fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I don't think you go wrong with any Porsche
no. Well, but
until you get the service
as
bill.
as Jeremy Clarkson said a few times, they've kind of not changed. they've
Yeah,
they had the Beetle, the VW Beetle. They made a Porsche, the 911, and just kept on making the same
yeah.
Porsche
A
year
long
after year.
Porsche, short
Yeah,
Porsche, that sort of thing.
but I mean, it works. It's an amazing car, and nearly everyone wants one. So
No, exactly. I mean, we do.
I mean,
Lord knows we do.
stay tuned for that video in many years. Right, so leave that there, and
Park it.
shall we move on to the um
Dark side of the
dark
road.
side of the
Is
road?
this
That's the
where you're going with it?
one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, what's the story for us today? What have you got locked and
So
loaded?
the title of the story tonight is Rogue Traders.
Mm,
Different stories about the used car market and how some groups of people kind of mess around with it for the benefit of themselves and just messing it up for everyone, sort of thing. It's kind of stories that you don't really want to hear about when you're buying a new car because,
mm. They bought
well,
it from
a
Birmingham.
used car. Well, we'll get on to the locations. So now, with no further ado, we'll head into the dark side of the road then.
I'm excited for it. Let's get into it.
So we start off with buying a new car, or
Mm.
buying a used car actually. So what are your thoughts when you're going to buy a used car? Obviously, you're checking the car, aren't you?
Checking it as thorough as you can be on a driveway in the middle of the night, about to hand over 1,500 quid in cash to a complete stranger on, when it's pissing it down with the rain in Northampton.
Well, we've been we've been there, we've been there. But yeah, well, I mean that's normally the setup. I mean, it's not universal. Everyone's got different stories, but you're in a random person's driveway. You're looking at a random car. Maybe you don't know much about the car. Maybe you don't know much about cars at all.
Mm. Which is probably the story for most people in the UK.
Yeah,
Quite a
yeah.
niche to be
So
super invested.
you visit one of these places and you've got that optimism. You're like, I like the look of this car. Maybe it's something that's quite a lot of money, and you're like, I've wanted this car for a while, and it's just ticking all the boxes. That's the kind of optimism you're going on with, right?
Mm.
So throughout this, you check all the boxes. You go, is it the color that I want? I mean that's number one.
Is it the car that you want?
Is it the car that you want? And another one, is it the mileage you want to see? Has it had that life in it? Because if you're looking at cars that are high mileage, you think, oh, I mean, I like it. I like everything about it, but it's a little bit too wear and tear, a bit too old. So you kind of that puts you off of a car. So speaking of which,
Mm.
there was a gang in Kent. A purchase was made in 2016. High mileage car at auction.
Okay.
So this car had 163,000 miles on it, bought at an auction place. This car went for cheap amount of money, 162,000 miles. That brings the price way down. So nothing really about it. It's just at this stage the car was just an innocent car. Not sure what it was. I couldn't find that information, but it started out its long life, 163,000 miles. And this one man that bought this car took it into his garage, into his driveway, and plugged in a laptop in one afternoon, 163,000 miles, which is a lot, uh, many circumferences around the world. Imagine driving from here to Bangladesh and back
Hmm.
20 times. All of that lovely mileage gone straight away.
Or did he roll it back to a certain, was it like to 20,000, 30,000, or was it just rolled back enough to kind of pass for like,
At least 100,000 miles off. So enough to bring the value of that car further upwards, if you're not to know about the miles. So this goes on to this one case where this car that was rolled back and then resold for a higher amount gets bought by someone that doesn't quite know what's going on. They buy the car, they like the car, it ticks all their boxes. Again, we go back to that enthusiasm of buying a car. They love what they see, it ticks all the boxes, and they're happy with it. They go off on their merry way. Good cash well spent, really.
job's a good one?
But the car breaks down almost immediately. Maybe it was on the way home. Maybe it was the next day. Maybe it was the way on to work. Maybe it was the way on to picking their kid up from school.
Hmm.
But within a week, breaks down. And part of this, you can imagine, is the wear and tear on the car, the parts on the car. They don't know what the mileage on the clock is, do they?
No.
They don't know that they're a 40,000 mileage car now. They're still old. They've still got the 163,000 miles on it. So because of that, the car's not doing too well. But this is just one case. This gang in Kent, 23 cars, 2 million miles removed from these cars as a whole,
Damn.
which, if you would like to know, 4 trips to the moon.
Yeah.
To the moon and back 4 times. That's a long way.
That's a lot of miles. 2 Artemis 2s.
Yeah. Yeah. So the fact that that amount of mileage, if you think that amount of value
Hmm.
added to all those cars,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's like 100,000 miles off each of those cars.
yeah. Yeah. So the case of the car breaking down. This driver, on his way home, breaks down in one of the cars, and he phones up one of the guy that he bought it from, unknowing to him, one of the gang members from Kent that runs this kind of ordeal. Rings him up to ask, what's going on? My car's broken down. Can you help me? Can you take it back? It's not worth what I paid for it.
Hmm.
And this particular guy threatened him with violence over the phone. And this the driver of this car, the guy that bought the broken car, that bought the broken car was a army veteran, a disabled army veteran.
Wow.
Which, if you're running the gang in Kent, it makes no odds.
No. But if you're a respectable, upstanding
But,
citizen,
yeah.
you have respect for those kind of figures.
Yeah. So threatens him with violence, refuses to take the car back. So now this veteran is stuck with a car that he paid too much money for. He's lost his money, and now he's got a big paperweight in his driveway.
Mm. Very big paperweight.
With an even bigger garage bill. So that is one of the stories of the Kent clocking gang. So, I mean, the main headlines of that story was 23 cars. 23 cars. And what was the 2
2 million
miles?
A lot of mileage.
So, and you got to think like that. That's not a bloke in a shed.
No,
That's not a
that's the
guy.
organised crime.
That's organised crime. That is, well, it's a gang, really, isn't it? It's like it should be high on the list of knowing what's going on and not buying cars from
And
Kent.
I'm assuming because they know the cars and they know the mileage, these individuals were caught.
Yeah, yeah. So it was years to build the case, and the 3 individuals that were involved in the gang were sentenced in January 2025. So this is
Okay.
quite a recent story, really. So
But justice was served, I suppose, the main
yeah,
premise of this.
yeah.
Good.
So yeah, that's what happened with them. So moving on now to a second case. This is separate to the Kent gang now. This is the Kensington Trader.
The Kensington Trader. I can't imagine much
So,
debauchery goes on in
we're
Kensington.
definitely moving to a different area here completely. Yeah, this one is a different vibe entirely. I mean, this story goes on from a kind of setting where it looks legitimate. It looks like one person quite honestly selling one of his cars. This was on Auto Trader. It had professional photos on it, like any
Yeah.
trader would have on Auto Trader. And they were selling premium brands. We've got BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Lexus, you kind of
Middle class tier cars.
Yeah. So you could argue that these kind of people go for old people or new drivers or people that don't know better. This kind of shows that there's quite a large area of scamming going on, really, with different
big outreach,
different demographics. Yeah. So here we go. So the story goes with a 34-year-old. I won't name him for law simplicity. So a 34-year-old buys a high mileage premium BMW.
Okay.
On a British car auction.
It all seems to stem back to auctions where they get them first.
Well, I think that's kind of like a marketplace where, because you think of like Copart and stuff like that, don't you? Where there's not much in the way of traceability of the cars.
Buy it cash, take it home that day. That's it. Job's a good one.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like a quick and easy way to get cheap cars.
Yeah.
Especially if they're cheap because of mileage.
Definitely.
So same story as before. This guy buys this high mileage BMW and takes it into his driveway or his garage. Laptop in, bit of humdingery there. Take away all of that mileage from that car. That then frees it up to be however expensive they want it to be. So take one example. This BMW, it's a 330D.
Okay.
Standard car.
Standard. 6-pot turbo.
Yep. Bought it with 93,000 miles on it. So it's not like it's a high mileage.
But it's up there.
It's just got a bit of life on it. A bit of motorway miles. And it's been relisted for 35,000 miles. So that's
60,000 off.
A third of that life, yeah. 60,000 erased from that. And one buyer from Kensington then buys it.
Of course.
A local purchase down the road. Pretty happy with it. And for a short while, it's a good purchase. It's a BMW with 30,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Why could you ever complain?
Yeah. 6-pot diesel with turbo. The twin turbo actually might be 330D. Could be.
Oh, I'm not too sure. I don't know BMW's age. But and then this is where the story turns.
Yes.
So the buyer of that car then tries to sell it later on. Ooh. Not sure if they owned it for a year or a few months or a couple of years, but they go to sell it. And then the buyer of this car that they're selling, it comes back to haunt them because they look back on the history they look back on the MOT certificates
Yes.
and the mileage going up every year
And
to then on the final one
shoot,
shoot right back down again.
devastating.
So this brought what he thought was a £13,000 BMW 330D to, let's make sure I got that right, an £8,000 car.
£5 grand lost.
£5,000 lost from one car purchase.
Damn. That's crazy. And also, it's tarnished with the facts that it was rolled back. So whoever looks into this car is going to be put off just by the fact it has previously been rolled.
Yeah. So there's no going back. I mean, you think about trying to go back and say, "Oh, you've sold me a dud," like we heard in the other story. Straight back to violence. So it's just you're kind of stuck with that, and there's no other options. And that value loss you took on by buying the car. So that's the unfortunate truth with that. But again, this is just one story. This BMW 330D was one story
of many of this Kensington.
This lone Kensington trader, not one car, not 5, not 10, 46 cars. This same
As an
story,
individual,
ripping off people as an individual.
So he's done twice as many as a gang.
And this 46 cars was a £4,000 to £5,000 profit per car.
He's got it rolling in.
Yep, and this was on these cars were valued at a total of £350,000. So if you think about a profit there, that is, well, £4,000 to £5,000 per car times 46.
Yeah.
That's about £230,000. And just sink in for a second there.
That's crazy.
£250,000 on
profit on cheating people out of cars.
Yeah, cheating and scamming, really.
God, it really makes you wonder.
Yeah. And through this process, it's destroying paperwork, destroying service manuals, all that kind of stuff. Any kind of history that was on these cars, getting rid of. And this is hard work that people do. This is, well, at the end of the day, people shelling out more cash than they need to do. That's hard-earned cash.
Yeah, that is hard-earned cash.
And these are just regular people, so
getting scammed. Damn.
This is the kind of this is where these stories hit, because these could be your brother, your nan.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are all quite close to home ones. And now the third story.
Before we start this, can I take a guess at where this might take place?
Go ahead. Could be anywhere.
Is it Birmingham?
Welcome to the Birmingham family story.
Okay.
Of course, we were finishing up with Birmingham.
We knew it was coming. We did know it. Well, you knew it was coming. I just,
yeah. We all knew it was coming. So this one's the biggest case. So these are the cases I've given little diddlers. These are little small cases. So the Trading Standards Agency, they govern, well, these kind of things. They make sure there's no scams going on, and well, pretty much bring standards to the whole used car market system, and make sure that these things don't happen. And this is the biggest one that they've seen. So 5 men in this Birminghamese family, if you will, they clocked a total of 4 million miles away from these cars. So
to the moon 8 times.
Well, equivalent of 160 laps around the Earth. That's a lot of life. That's a lot of life. So, and these include single reductions of each individual car. Not each individual car, but some of them can come up to 125,000 miles of
reduction
of
on a single
reduction on
vehicle.
single vehicles. Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's
this is
crazy.
that's a lot of margin there. So you would have thought that amount of mileage lost, an eagle-eyed buyer would kind of, no pun intended, but clock that.
Yeah, ooh. You'd think so, but I don't. People aren't as savvy as our generation, our parents' generation is. Could be grandmas going and buying a new
there is that,
Toyota
yeah.
Auris.
There is that, yeah. But you imagine a car with, because you would assume that, say, 150,000 miles down to 25. Yeah, that's a jump.
That's a big jump.
You'd kind of be looking for signs that's like dirt all over the interior. Maybe there's cracks
rusted
in
sills.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, and it would take a bit of time to rack up those miles. So taking it down to 25,000, you're like, hang on,
Yeah, how's this car from 2005 got
it's been
25,000
stood still
miles?
for
Yeah.
like 20 years. So again, winding back this time off of these cars. And luckily, justice was served with this story, because it's the biggest case. There's a lot of money coming in from these cars, and a lot of miles taken off of them, a lot of value lost, etc., etc. This family was jailed for a combined 18 years and 3 months
Between how many of them?
between the 5 people.
God. Yeah, I mean, we've got 3 years each.
Yeah. So, I mean, some could argue that it's not enough time. Some people would argue that it's justice is served, but the courts did take this one seriously, because again, it's widespread, and continuations of this will only cause more unrest in the used car market, won't it?
Yeah,
So
exactly. They need to make an example of them.
it's kind of like a trust thing. If you make an example, like you say, then trust might kind of stay in that area. So yeah. So to recap, so 1 in every 6 private used cars have a tampered mileage.
1 in 6.
1 in 6.
That's ridiculous.
Oh no, 1 in 16.
1 in 16. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, that's about right.
You scroll in Auto Trader, you see some dodgy ones that you just look past, don't you? So
I think, yeah, you'd avoid them. You can usually tell from the photos in the first place, I think.
yeah. But I mean, 1 in 16.
That can happen.
Yeah, you think of these cases as smaller, individual, like, oh, something's happened to someone, or like, watch out for that. Like, you get these apps that you're able to check this on.
Yeah.
Car Vertical's one of them. I mean, everyone knows about that. But before that kind of thing came in, no one really knew about this.
No, they didn't check necessarily. They might not have gone far enough on the MOT history online that you could access.
Yeah. I mean, it's free information out there. I mean, any car that I'm looking at getting, I go straight onto the government website and go type in the reg, see the
tax, MOT, etc.,
history. Yeah. So, and to give this a bit of context, these clocking procedures, the equipment can cost, well, upwards to 100 quid. If you think about the return straight away in one car, you've got that right back.
Yeah, so you got 10x on.
Yeah.
Shitbox.
And it's like the availability to do this. It doesn't take much time at all. One afternoon.
Damn.
The software's out there for everyone to do it. I mean, you can download some Chinese, like,
yeah, that's true,
clocking virus software. So yeah, this is easily done. Quite a few people attempt to do it successfully, sell these cars. And a little bit of information on how these got caught. So the Kent gang got caught because the seller threatened someone with violence over the phone.
Yeah.
They then went to the police about this incident. The police did a case on this individual and found out that they were part of this gang. Looked up their history with other cars that they've sold and brought up the whole fleet of cars that were impacted on this. So
That's a ridiculous story, isn't it?
It's the kind of one little thing can then spread open this big case. So until
Spirals.
they
So they would have gotten away with it if he didn't threaten him with violence over the phone.
Yeah. So don't threaten with
If you're
violence with
clocking
people
cars.
over the phone.
That's ridiculous. No, that's not advice. Go on.
So and then Kensington, the Kensington trader,
Mm.
the one guy on his own, he got caught because one buyer out of the 46 checked when reselling that BMW. So he checked, like we say, the buyer when they were selling the car said, "Sorry, mate, we can see that the mileage has been brought down." And he then went back to that, contacted the police about it, and then they opened a case about him. So once the information's out there,
you're snuffed.
Yeah. But the other 45 cases didn't get investigated.
It was just that one.
Just
well, I
that
suppose
one.
it is only they only brought it up and brought it to the court for that one case.
Yeah. But the other 45 cars
Maybe they were fine.
got sold, and well, yeah, they could have been fine, or they went, "Oh, this car's a bag of balls," and
scrap it.
Yeah, and scrapped it maybe, and not really thought about it. So yeah, and then the Birmingham family of 5 got caught. Again, same story. There was a bit of background checks done, and they still had the adverts up. They got
wasn't
raided,
happy.
and the case was opened, etc., etc. So, but what made that Birmingham one so poignant was the fact that 4 million miles had already been taken off of cars by the point that they got caught. So they already did a lot of damage with their cars.
No, that's true. That's a good point.
So it's not really a case of if these people get caught, it's like a how quickly, because it's all well and good catching these people, I guess doing further damage, but doing it quick enough before enough damage is already dealt. I mean, quite similar to the story you told last time.
Yeah, it's getting it in and sorted before anyone else has caused harm. I suppose you're looking at both ends of the spectrum here. You've got physical harm in the last episode's story, and you've got monetary harm in this one.
Yeah. So obviously your story was a bit more further down that hole than this
more
one is.
More dangerous than losing a couple of
This one's a bit of like oh no, I've lost a bit of money. That one's a bit more important. So yeah, and that wraps up those stories. So what do you think? What's your thoughts? So do you think justice was served with these? Then do you think because some of them got 3 years, like that family of 5?
I think, in my opinion only, I think justice was served, because they're facing prison time. They're in prison now, or they have been. They were caught, and I think yes, people were cheated out of a couple of grand, but it's not to the scale of, say, a big corporation avoiding billions of pounds in tax, if you were to bring in that sort of example. So I think justice was served proportionately to the crime they committed.
Right, yeah.
In my opinion. But again, that's for the courts to decide.
Well, yeah, that's
whether they
that's a
think
long
he's
process
right,
with
the
those.
jurors.
They think about all the different cases individually, don't they? It just depends on the kind of damage that they've done.
Yeah, exactly.
The impact that they've had.
Lone guys versus organised crime gangs is a big differentiator in this, and I think with the Kent gang and the Birmingham gang, they're going to face more prison time than the Kensington trader on his own, especially because he was only tried on one case, one count of car defrauding, clocking, whatever you want to call it. It's really interesting though. It really makes you think. But I think with the availability of the modern tools like car verticals you mentioned, or any other car checker, Plus, even just having the foresight to go onto the government website, looking at the MOT history, you can pretty easily discover these things.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, and
Yeah.
as cars advance as well, they're going to have anti-tamper features
Mm.
and those sort of elements that really help stop the car being messed around with and someone getting defrauded
Yeah.
out of their own money.
Yeah. I mean, you go back a bit, and people used to physically
Mm,
change the odometer reading.
yeah, put drill in and just watch it clock back.
Wind it back. Yeah. Um, I have another question. I mean, this one's a bit of a more interesting question, really, because as someone that's sold a car before,
Mm,
where do you draw the moral line? Because we're looking at one extreme here. We're looking at when people purposely do things to cars to increase its value and use that as a profit generator. Where would you morally draw the line in selling a car and perhaps not giving information to the seller about certain things about the car? It's got a bit of a knocking noise, but if you turn the radio up high enough when you give it a test drive, they won't know about it.
I don't know. I feel, for me personally, I'm quite open and honest when selling cars. I
Right.
like to think that I'm very. I say and tell all when it comes to cars. As a car guy, you know everything
Mm.
about your car, especially if you've worked on it yourself or done etc etc. I find it very hard to sit there and say to someone when they've got their, hey, take my money, take my
Yeah.
money in your face. I would just be open with them, and I feel like I price my sold cars accordingly,
Right.
and I think the one time I did something that I sold a red mini, and I put pictures all over the internet, close-ups, high resolution, 4K images in good lighting in the middle of summer. And on the pictures, you could see everything, and you could see there was some lack appeal.
Right.
And this wasn't in the description; you could clearly see it in the pictures. And the person came to buy the car and was like, right, I'm not paying this 150 quid, take 150 quid off because of lack of appeal. And I was like, you can see it from the advert, etc.
Mm.
Go back and forth, back and forth. In the end, knocked off 100 quid instead of 150, whatever it was, just to get the car gone because I did not want to wait around any longer to deal with this crazy northern bloke um, and this red mini. So I was just like, gosh, take it at this point. But
Yeah.
I feel like the buyer, say from a seller's position as well, especially if you're quite honest and open about it, it can be quite demoralizing if the buyer tries to really haggle you down.
Yeah, well, I guess there is that side of the balance as well. It's like you want to do your due diligence and explain things wrong with the car or talk about the car's strong suits and give as much information as you can as a
Mm,
car enthusiast. You know a lot about the car, as you said. Um, but also the buyer's got to do their due diligence as well.
mm,
They've got to make sure they're buying the right thing, and you can't then put it on yourself and say, "Oh well, sorry, I've sold you a dud," because you're meant
yeah.
to figure it out for
Yeah,
yourself
you're meant to
somewhat
know,
as
you're meant
well.
to look around. As long as you're open with the things that you know, I suppose, that's no harm.
Yeah,
No harm
yeah,
there. But no. Is there any
but
other debate points you want to bring into this? Is there anything of your own? Have you ever looked at a dodgy car and thought, ooh,
well, they're, I currently, as you know on the channel, I've got a Volvo C30, and I went to go see a Volvo C30, a white one instead of a black one, in your favourite place to buy a car,
Birmingham?
in Birmingham.
Ah,
Um, and it was one of these cases where there was very little description. And I knew that going into it, and it was kind of like the pictures don't look that good. It looks a bit dodgy, but I'll go have a look anyway. Got to the place, and it was uh, in amongst about 10 other cars. It couldn't drive out from where it was. It was like within some
in like
cars.
a warehouse or
Yeah, well,
something, yeah.
it was out in like a new build estate, but it was like randomly in a corner. It had one tire on the front that had its was like the cable showing
Oh, okay, yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah, and then so that one needed changing instantly.
Serious wear, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one was flat. The battery was flat. There was no service history of the car, um, and if anything, instead of that story of being scammed or conned, it was like no information was given.
Mm.
So it's not like the guy was bad or anything. I mean, he's a bad salesman.
Yeah.
That's separate. He was a bad salesman, but he wasn't like a criminal or anything. And that kind of story gets told a lot of, like, there's nothing good to do with this car.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's the false information versus no information.
Yeah, and
Or poor
I'd take no information over bad
false
information,
information.
false
Yeah,
information,
any day of the week.
because it's that enthusiasm of buying a new car, new to you car, that you're just buzzing for.
You
and
kind
you've been
of
looking around for,
rose-tinted spectacles, a lot of things.
and you overlook things
You
sometimes.
just the oversight is
Yeah.
there. Yeah, you do
I
tend
mean,
to overlook.
I was so in love with the Volvo that I've got at the moment that I didn't even check the oil. Do you know when you open the oil cap and you check
Yeah.
if it's got yogurt on it? I
Yeah.
could have got home and there was yogurt all in it.
You wouldn't have
I
known.
wouldn't have been the foggiest, but everything else looked fine to me.
And you were just like, God, I want this. I
Yeah.
just want to take it home.
Yeah.
Yeah, before another buyer comes in. No, I totally get that.
Yeah.
That was...
I even bought it for full price. I was that excited.
Oh,
that's a no-no.
No. Yeah, I did the same with my BM when I had that. I bought that full price. I just wanted it so bad. But
Yeah. Cars are a hell of a drug, man.
Hell of a drug. God, you love them, but you hate them. Live with them, can't live without them.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
But it's these kind of things that trip you up.
No, it is.
So
It's a sad part of car ownership and being a car enthusiast. Any car enthusiast knows how horrible it is to want things, can't get things, be able to get things, buy things,
have to pay tax
shit
on
things.
Yeah. But at the other side of it, that's what makes car ownership and knowing so much about your car so good, because it's scary and you know nothing at the start.
Now
you
know
then
everything.
learn it in this whole character of this car.
That's why I'd be reluctant to get rid of the Golf. I'd
Mm.
love to keep that for a long time.
Even though it's terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little Panzer tank. It's beautiful.
I love that car, man. I love that car very, very much.
And I think that'll wrap up the Dark Side of the Road. So let me know what you think about that story. But
if you have any stories of your own,
Oh, yeah,
any
yeah.
defrauding,
Yeah.
clocking, or anything to do with being scammed or hating the experience of buying a car, just let us know. We're really intrigued to read.
Yeah, and
some of the
anything
comments.
at all, and we'll read those and have a look. And even if you have anything that we can talk about, let us know. And
I mean, if
we'll
a
have
story of your own on a scamming, maybe we turn that into an episode of people saying, "Oh, this happened," and we read out viewer stories on this.
Viewers, rogue traders.
Viewers, rogue traders. Because that would be a good episode. We'll move on to the beers bit now, I think. If any of you don't drink for religious reasons, personal reasons, physical reasons, then feel free to skip to the next episode now. Previous episodes, etc., whenever you're listening to this, whenever it rolls out. So thank you guys very much. Hope to see you in the next one, and we'll move on to the beer segment. And before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the podcast around. We really appreciate anyone that shares this around, drops a like, engages with it. This is new to us, but we've really enjoyed it so far. I think it's a really cool
learning
experience.
as we go, moving up and continuing on, because we enjoy it. So
yeah, hope you guys do too.
Yeah. And look around for our socials. We've got a few of them. So see you there. But for now, we're going over there.
Welcome to today's portion of the podcast where we review the beautiful Mahoo. Today's beer, a Mahoo. I mean, I don't really know much about this. How much do you know about this, Luke?
Slightly reading the back, 4.8%, premium lager.
Premium beer, does say.
And can we just check the best before date real quick?
February 2027.
It's in date.
That makes a change from the first.
It's in date.
First episode of beer. Please drink responsibly, as always. We don't advocate for any kind of malpractice while drinking.
Drinking is cool, but over drinking isn't as cool.
This is true. Brewed in the UK by AB InBev UK Limited. On behalf of Mahoo SA InBev Belgium BD Industriel.
Belgium?
Brussels, Belgium.
Yeah, well, it says Madrid.
Ingredients: water, barley malt, maize, and hops.
As they all are.
It's a beer. All right, are we doing the crack?
We are indeed. Beautiful.
Smell test.
What are we thinking?
Smells
First
like
reactions.
smells like a beer. That smells really good, actually.
Does it smell premium?
It smells premium. It smells like how I would describe a winter lager.
Okay. So
Trying to
like,
get you
like warm,
your nostrils around that.
thicker kind of.
It's a bit warm. It's not light like a beautiful tuba.
I get what you're saying, because last time it was light.
It was light. Colour test, pour test. Let's crank this out in here in the mic. It's quite a light beer.
It does look quite light.
Sling it here.
There you go, bartender.
Thank you, barkeep.
So what would you say is your optimum pint? Optimum lager?
Optimum lager. I think we leave that to an episode where we get to review.
Okay.
The optimum
Yeah, I mean,
lager.
we'll find it. I guess we'll find what our premium is.
But
Our optimum.
a mahu. It does look pretty damn good. Cheers on this. Cheers on this.
Let's see how it is.
That is good. Ooh. So beer tier system so far. So let's go A, B, C, D, E, F. The what was it? Yesterday.
The Cornish one.
Yeah. The last episode beer. The Cornish one. Where do we put that on the tier ranking A to F?
I believe we did it 1 through 10 last time.
I know, but let's rank these all. Give it a 1 through 10.
I think that was probably a B.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd go C.
C.
Yeah.
You go lower with that.
C. I'd say C. Yeah.
Well, one of us has got to budge.
C plus.
C plus. High C. We'll go high C.
High C. And that was a set. I give that 7.25, and you give that a 7. This one though, out of 10. Out of 10. What would that be out of 10? I think that's better. I'll go 7.5 on
7.5.
that. 7.5 and a B.
I mean, the other one had more flavour to it, I think. I think that was slightly lighter. But it's still got... I like what you said about the winterness. I get what you mean.
It's a wintry beer.
Yeah.
It's like something you have in a nice stone-built pub with wooden rafters exposed and a fireplace.
Horribly low
burning.
ceiling and
Terribly low ceiling.
cold throughout.
Basically describing the Baker's Arms.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd be picking that for a beer garden summer.
No, definitely not. It's definitely a winter beer.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like what you're saying though. I'd go with a 7.5.
Yeah, agree on that.
Yeah.
Wow. Agreement. In the second episode.
So
Agreement.
that'd be like a B, right?
Yeah, that'd be like a B, I'd say.
B tier beer.
So-
B for beer.
It's definitely a beer.
I'm drinking to that.
He loves a beer. Well, that wraps up this portion of it, the beer review. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the beer reviews, please continue to enjoy them. Have one with us, responsibly, of course. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, enjoy the channel, comment, interact, send us anything.
Send us beers.
Send us beers.
But
Send us
for
emails.
real, send us some. If you find any weird beers that we should try,
Drop us
we're
a
not
line.
doing any like hippie ales or anything like that. And anything that you think we'll enjoy, give us a shout, and we'll bring them into episodes.
We'll bring them in. We'll bring them in, definitely. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.